itsmintsalad, and I saw Star Trek, the original series, The Gamesters of Triskelion. It is directed by Gene Nelson, written by Margaret Arment, and if you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. By the way, it's 100 degrees here. Oh boy, you know, I'd feel real bad if Kirk had to fight under 100-degree conditions. Not sure what I mean? Keep watching. This episode starts and we're following Kirk and a couple other people, and you know, they're on a planet, and then they beam up, and guess what? When they go beam, they get beamed to another place. So it's Kirk, we got Scotty, we got Uhura, we got Chekhov, we got another guy. Oh man, I'm just thinking, hot diggity dang, hot, get it? Because it's hot here. Anyway, hot diggity dang, what is going on here? What type of people are powerful enough to just snatch atoms from this transporter thing? Oh man, it's been a hot minute since I've done a Star Trek review. I'm like blanking on the terms and such. Who's powerful enough to do this? And guess what? Frickin' Kirk is over here trying to get some answers. We got some assistants. We got a pretty little lady assistant. She's wearing like all gray with her, she's got them huge mommy milkers, not gonna lie. I was like, wow, okay. I'm usually expecting the small titty ladies, but wow, she's huge titties, but also really small waist, and I liked that. And okay, we have Kirk is here, and he's like, oh, hello, lady. She's like, I'm your match now. I'm your match now. Kirk's trying to get answers. Meanwhile, Uhura is given a mate as well, and she doesn't want the mate, and so we get some sounds of her screaming, no, stop, stop it. And I'm like, what is happening in that cell? Oh my goodness, what is going on? Whoever snatched this landing party, including Kirk, from thin air effectively, they have this civilization, they have a bunch of people in which they capture and then have them fight, and that's what Kirk's doing. You got the whatever, the neck things of resistance. If you try to resist, then you get zapped, and then it really hurts. What powerful civilization is this? Seriously though, I'm just so intrigued by the power scaling in this, because the humans are just they're not anything really to compared to these dudes. I'm just thinking like, Kirk, how are you gonna get yourself out of this one? He accepts the battle. Oh my goodness, he accepts the battle, he accepts it all. But he's like, you know, I'd rather fight for my ship, okay? How about I fight 3 of your soldier dudes, okay? Here's the stakes. If I lose, everybody on the Enterprise is your slave. If I win, though, not only are you releasing the Enterprise, you're also going to release this little fellow lady over here. She never knows what freedom is. I really like Kirk because he's really good at convincing and like swooning people with his charm. He has his charm. He introduces this lady to concepts like love and pleasure, and kisses her 4 times in this. I counted. He kisses her 4 times, and each time she's like, wow, that's a weird sensation. I want to feel more of it. And I'm like, she's learning. She literally would call food nourishment. Okay, nourishment. Now there's a little flavor to her life. She's like, oh, maybe I kind of want to be off on my own, but I got some guy, he's here, he owns me. Oh, Kirk, how noble of you. You're going to sacrifice the safety of your ship. If you lose, you better not lose, but if you win, then I get free, and also your ship. How noble is that? So that's what happens, and of course, Kirk being Kirk, he's really clever and pretty dang good at fighting. By the way, the boundaries in which to operate within this like fight arena, he has to stay in the yellow, and it's like a weird, interesting shape. And there's like blue around it. It kind of looks like it's kind of like a weird hexagon shape with like little triangles. I don't know. It's right here. Look at it. It's weird. He has to stay in the yellow shape, and I watched intently. he had his feet hit the blue, and that means he loses, but no one called it. Where's the referee? Come on, I'm on Kirk's side here, and you're giving him too much slack. But anyway, the guy wasn't paying attention, and Kirk won. And this chick has her freedom, he has his freedom, everybody has his freedom. And what's really fun about this is she's like, I want to go with you. And then he's like, no, you can't, but you have to lead your civilization to learn some things, and then if you learn enough things, then maybe you can travel the stars. And I'm like, that's nice and hopeful. She can start her own civilization, and Kirk can be free, and that's pretty much the end of the movie. I almost said movie. That's the end of the episode. I felt a lot of emotions through this. First, I felt fear for Kirk and his crewmen, because there's a guy who's just like really powerful. But as Kirk became more and more charming, wooed the chick, was able to talk his way out of the situation, we understand that the guy is actually really reasonable, the person who's keeping him here. And what's fun is that once he loses, he's like, all right, Kirk, you can leave. So honestly, because of the stakes of this episode, and Kirk is such a Chad, and I really like the directing, and I really like the landscape, and I really like the setting. It's all over the place. It's really wacky and weird. I gotta give this episode, it's a solid like 7.6 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. The platform really likes that. If you want to fast track a movie review, you can do that for $20 redeemos at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you like to help support the daily grindiness of all them daily movie reviews, go to this link tree, find the way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews. So you can go here. And until next time, I'm Mint Salad Sauce. See you later, my sour croutons and bacon bits.